we've just come from a meeting where 8 members of the Security Council were able to meet with UN officials and humanitarian non-governmental organizations about the situation in Sri Lanka. We've discussed, first of all, the crisis inside the so-called no-fire zone in the far northeast of the country and the situation in the IDP camps. The reports that we've had would be shocking to anyone who had not followed this conflict over the last few months. The situation in the so-called no-fire zone is appalling in its humanitarian distress. It involves up to 50,000 people, according to some NGO estimates, even 100,000 according to some other groups, crammed into an area of some 3 square kilometers, smaller than Central Park. There is no question that civilian life is being lost on a large scale. The rise in violence over the weekend has claimed hundreds of civilian lives. We have also heard reports from credible and serious organizations who choose their words carefully that there has been the use of heavy artillery into the northeast of the country and affecting civilians in the so-called no-fire zone. We are determined to follow this up with the Sri Lankan authorities as a matter of the utmost urgency, since it goes directly contrary to the commitments that were made to Foreign Minister Kouchner and I when we were in Sri Lanka. In respect to the situation in the IDP camps, this remains a major concern. There is enormous strain on the civilians in the IDP camps. There is insufficient access either by humanitarian organizations or by the UN. We were also told about the continuing denial of visas and of other permits for access around the country. We believe that access is absolutely vital for the UN and NGOs, but also for journalists, if there is to be proper witness to the situation that afflicts the civilians in this country. It's also important to say that there is no doubt in anyone's mind that the LTTE are preventing civilians from leaving the no-fire zone, consistent with their own murderous behavior in the past. I think it's also important that I say, on behalf of myself and the 3 European colleagues on the Security Council, that we have no doubt at all that the situation, the humanitarian situation in Sri Lanka is something that the Security Council should address. I'm going to invite my 2 colleagues to say a few words, and then we're happy to take some questions.
Just to add what David Miliband said, I think we all are shocked about the news we have heard today from the NGOs and from Austria. I think from the Austrian point of view, we are very much concerned about this situation today. And I just would like to announce 3 points. First of all, I think we should ask the government of Sri Lanka just to protect their people, because it's an obligation in the framework of United Nations. They have to protect the life of their people, and they have to try to get them out from the fire soon. Just the second point is, I think we have to concentrate in this moment to the situation in the camps. As we have heard, this is really a shocking situation, and we should ask the government of Sri Lanka just to let in the camps independent monitors, just to find out what's going on really in these camps. And thirdly, I think we all have to have a look to the future. What could be the political solution? And I think we should draw the attention also to this point of view, because it will not end with a military action. We have to think about the situation afterwards.
Yes, we went there with David, and really this is impossible to support. So what is the issue? What is the additional asset we can give to the civilian population? Et laissez-moi vous le dire en français maintenant, puisque I support all what has been said by my 2 colleagues. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? Est-ce que l'opinion publique va réagir ou non? Nous, de notre côté, les 3 ministres, et je suis sûr, les 27 ministres de l'Union européenne, nous allons demander à nos collègues ici de faire quelque chose de politiquement fort. Et je pense que nous devons essayer d'attirer l'attention du Conseil de sécurité et peut-être à ce niveau d'avoir une réaction. Pour le reste, David, he said very clearly the 5 points, and the 6 points was demining. We were ready to help the people there and to help the Sri Lanka's government and the people to demine. Access to this upper part for UN agencies, for NGOs with projects, giving food, giving medical supplies. Yes, we were in agreement with the president itself, Rajapakse. But so what now? Are we waiting, all of us, to the end of the bombing, to the end of any life, not only suffering, but any life in this pocket, a siege pocket? I'm calling you, because you are our friends, to drive the attention of the international community to this part of the world. Thank you very much.